Pig's computer.
Peppa and George are at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Grandpa Pig, Papa Pig.
What's this? A cuckoo clock?
Yes, it goes cuckoo, cuckoo, but it's broken. Can you mend it, please, Grandpa Pig?
Let's take it to my shed.
This is Grandpa Pig's shed, where Grandpa mends things.
I'll take a look inside.
Grandpa, now you've really broken it.
Oh, I wonder if I've got a book on clocks. Ah, here we are. How clocks work.
Grandpa Pig has mended the cuckoo clock.
Hooray!
Mummy Pig has come to pick up Peppa and George.
Mummy, Grandpa's mended the cuckoo clock.
That's nice.
What's that?
It's my old computer.
I can't mend that.
It's not broken. I've got a new computer. I thought you might like my old one.
I'm not sure. I really need one.
Oh, a computer. What does it do?
You can do letters with it.
Look, Granny.
A, B, C, D.
And numbers.
1, 2, 3.
I'm afraid we might break it by pressing the wrong button.
Don't worry, you can't break it.
Just don't feed it milk or biscuits or jelly. The best thing it does is Happy Mrs. Chicken. When you press this button, she lays an egg. I am very good at it, but George is the best.
That's fun!
Perhaps we should keep the computer, Granny Pig. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Shall we do some work on the computer, Granny Pig?
Yes, let's do some numbers and letters.
Peppa and her family are having lunch.
I've given my old computer to Granny and Grandpa.
That's nice. I wonder how they're getting on with it.
Hello, Peppa Pig speaking.
Peppa, I need to ask a question about the computer.
It's Grandpa. He's broken the computer.
What's the problem with the computer, Grandpa Pig?
It's full of eggs.
Eggs?
Happy Mrs. Chicken won't lay any more eggs.
I'm broken.
Turn the computer off. Now turn it back on again. Did that fix it?
I am very broken.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe it can't be mended. We'll come round and pick it up.
Granny, we're here to take the computer back.
Oh, Grandpa Pig has taken it to his shed.
There, that should do it.
I am mended.
Hooray! My Grandpa is the best at mending things.
Was it very hard to mend?
Not at all. I found I had this book, How Computers Work.
So you don't want us to take the computer away now?
No, I need it for important work.
For letter and number work?
No, to beat Granny Pig's Happy Mrs. Chicken score.
I laid 4,020 eggs.
Wow!
So, I've got some work to do, catching up.
Chloe's big friends.
Peppa and her family are on their way to visit Cousin Chloe.
I love playing with big cousin Chloe. Chloe! Oh, Chloe. Hi there. These are my friends, Simon Squirrel and Belinda Bear.
You can call me Si. It's short for Simon.
And I'm Bee. It's short for Belinda. I'm Peppa.
We'll call you Pe.
Oh, and This is George.
We'll call you J.
Oh.
You didn't tell us you had baby cousins, Chloe.
I'm not a baby.
But you're both little.
I'm a big girl. George is little.
Why don't we all play a game?
Yes, let's play hide and seek.
We don't play baby games anymore. We're almost grown up.
What about the yes-no game?
What's the yes-no game?
I ask things and you answer.
What makes that a game?
You mustn't say yes or no.
Too easy.
Do you want to play then?
Yes.
Ah, you said yes.
That's not fair. I wasn't ready.
B, are you ready?
Yes.
Aha! I win again.
Peppa is very good at playing the yes-no game.
Can I ask the questions?
Of course.
You don't mind me asking you the questions?
I don't mind.
Am I ever going to make you say yes or no?
I don't think so.
Oh, I give up. How do you always win?
Easy. I just don't say yes or no.
Ah, I win! You said yes and no. That was fun.
Let's play another game. Have you ever played sardines?
What's that?
Someone hides and we all try to find them.
That sounds like hide and seek.
But when you find them, you keep quiet and hide in the same space until everyone is hiding there. Like sardines in a tin.
All right, let's try it.
George, you hide first. 1, 2, 3.
George is looking for somewhere to hide.
9, 10. Ready or not, here we come. George, I can see your wiggly tail.
Peppa is hiding with George.
Move over, George. Found you.
Now Chloe must squeeze in with Peppa and George.
Move up. There you all are.
Now Belinda Bear must squeeze in too.
Budge up. We're like sardines in a tin.
Where's everyone gone?
Surprise!
Ah! Can we stop running around now?
Yeah, let's just chill out. Chill out? What's that?
We just sit around and talk about stuff.
I like talking. Blah, blah, blah.
Let's talk about music. I dig blues music.
I like Red's music. I like Green's music.
We don't like children's music. No.
What music are you into? I like this. It's very grown up.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Peppa, George, it's time to go home now. You will see Chloe again soon.
I'm coming to your house next week, Peppa. Can we come along too? You can come, but we will be playing games.
We like playing games with Peppa and George.
Hooray!
You can still have fun playing games, even when you're almost grown up.
Baby Alexander.
Peppa and George's cousins are coming to visit today.
Mummy, how long before Cousin Chloe is here?
Not long now, Peppa. Baby Alexander is coming too, remember?
Oh, babies cry all the time. They're so noisy.
I'm sure baby Alexander won't be that noisy.
What's that sound?
Is it a car alarm?
Is it a fire engine?
No, it's baby Alexander.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, George. Hello, Cousin Chloe.
Hello, everyone!
Hello, Uncle Pig.
Hello, Auntie Pig.
You remember baby Alexander, don't you, Peppa?
Yes.
Are you staying for a few days?
No, this is what Alexander needs for just one day.
Can't go anywhere without all these baby things.
Oh,
Hello, baby Alexander. He can't talk, Peppa. If he can't talk, then how do you know what he wants?
We guess. I'm guessing he's hungry.
Peppa, would you like to help feed Alexander?
Yes, please.
It is lunchtime for baby Alexander.
Cousin Peppa is going to feed you today, Alexander.
Here you are, baby. Oh, here it is. He keeps turning his head.
Feeding baby Alexander is quite hard.
Watch this. Here comes the aeroplane. Woo!
Alexander likes it if you pretend the spoon is an aeroplane.
You have a go, Peppa.
Here comes the aeroplane. Open your mouth and in through the doors. Hooray! That was an aeroplane. Can you say aeroplane? I told you he can't talk.
He hasn't even said his first word yet.
Peppa, do you remember what your first word was?
No.
It was Mummy.
I thought Peppa's first word was Daddy.
No, Mummy.
What was George's first word? Dinosaur.
George's first word was dinosaur.
Somebody looks like they had a good lunch.
Yes, bath time, I think. Baby Alexander is having a bath.
This is Mr. Dinosaur. Can you say dinosaur? Go, go. He can't talk, Peppa. But he will talk one day. Then you'll know what he wants.
What do you want to do now, Alexander?
Go, go. I think he wants to go for a walk.
He can't walk yet, but he can go out in his buggy.
That's a clever little buggy.
Yes, 5 gears, mudguards and ABS as standard.
Blah, blah, blah. That's how daddies talk.
Alexander likes it when you talk, Peppa.
That's because I am very interesting. This is the sky. Can you say sky? Go, go. The sky is where rain comes from. Can you say rain? Rain is good for ducks and plants and making muddy puddles.
Peppa has found a big muddy puddle.
Look, Alexander. I'm jumping up and down in a puddle. I love jumping up and down in puddles. Puddles.
Ooh.
Alexander has said his first word. Puddles!
Hooray! Puddles! And I taught him to say it. Puddles. Blackberry Bush.
Peppa and her family are at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Today I'm going to make apple and blackberry crumble.
Yummy!
I need you brave explorers to go and get the fruit.
Aye, aye, Granny Pig.
We've got baskets for the apples.
And buckets for the blackberries.
First, the easy bit, picking apples. On the count of 3, shake the tree. 1, 2, 3.
Now for the blackberries.
Why don't we just have apple crumble?
Because blackberries are tasty too, Grandpa.
OK, now the hard bit.
Now that's what I call a blackberry bush.
This bush has been here since I was a little piggy.
It's an overgrown weed. I should have cut it down years ago.
Grandpa, why don't you like it?
I don't like the way it looks at me.
Silly Grandpa. It's just a harmless bush.
And it's covered in lovely blackberries.
George has seen some really big, juicy blackberries.
Careful, George, or you might get tangled. I have a stick for picking hard to reach blackberries.
Clever, Grandpa.
But the best blackberries are right at the very top. That's why I've brought the ladder.
Don't lean too far over, Mummy Pig.
Don't worry, I've been climbing this blackberry bush since I was a little girl.
Yes, but you're not a little girl now.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh dear, Mummy Pig has fallen into the blackberry bush.
Mummy, can you get out?
No, I'm stuck.
You're stuck in a thorny bush like Sleeping Beauty.
What?
Once upon a time, there was a princess called Sleeping Beauty. One day, she fell asleep in a thorny bush, and she stayed there for 100 years.
Yes, that's a nice story, Peppa.
It is Susie Sheep.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Susie. My mummy is in a blackberry bush, and she'll be there for 100 years.
Like Sleeping Beauty. And she'll be rescued by a handsome prince who will give her a kiss.
My mummy is having an adventure.
I wish my mummy would have adventures like that.
Can someone think of a way to get me out of here?
Don't worry, Mummy. In 100 years, a handsome prince will rescue you.
I'll be that handsome prince. Grandpa Pig, may I borrow your pruning shears, please?
Of course you may, brave Sir Daddy Pig.
Stand back, everyone. Take that, you thorny bush, you!
Oh, my prince.
My princess.
You were meant to stay in there for 100 years.
That was quite long enough, thank you.
Mummy is a blackberry bush.
I thought this sort of thing only happened to me.
Stand still while we pick you. Let's take all this fruit back to Granny Pig.
Granny, Mummy had an adventure. And then Mummy fell in the bush. She looked quite silly. And she was going, ah! Help me, help me! And then Daddy came and rescued her. The end.
Thank you, Peppa. I think we've all heard that story enough times now.
But it's funny.
I never want to see another blackberry in my life.
So you don't want any apple and blackberry crumble then?
Well, delicious.
Mummy Pig loves apple and blackberry crumble. Everyone loves apple and blackberry crumble. Peppa and George are playing at Zoe Zebra's house. Little Zuzu and Zaza are making a jungle with play clay. George has made a dinosaur out of play clay. Peppa and Zoe are having a doll's picnic.
Hello, Mr. Monkey. Would you like a cup of tea? Monkey says yes. What's the magic word, Mr. Monkey? That means please. Oh, we haven't got a tea set. We could make a tea set out of play clay. Yes. George, can we use a play clay, please? No. Zuzu, Zaza, we need to make a tea set for our tea party. No. You can help us make it. I'll make the teapot and we'll make the cups. There, now Monkey can have tea. Oh, this teapot is too soft. Real tea sets aren't soft. My mummy makes real pots. She does pottery. Ooh. Mummy, can you help us make a tea set, please? With teacups and a teapot that we can put real water in.
OK, come with me.
This is where Mrs. Zebra makes her pottery.
Let's make this tea set.
What's that?
Clay. All pottery starts off like that.
But it's soft. like play clay.
We need it to be soft so we can shape it. But later, it won't be soft.
Ooh!
Mummy Zebra is making a little cup on the potter's wheel.
There, 1 cup.
Wow! That looks easy.
Would you like to try?
Yes, please. It's all slimy. It's all gone wrong.
Making a cup on a potter's wheel is not easy.
There is an easier way to make a cup. First, we roll the clay into a long worm like this.
It's a wriggly worm. I'm a wriggly worm. I'm a wriggly worm. I'm made of clay. What shall I make today? I'm a wriggly worm.
We wrap it round and round like this.
It's a bit bumpy.
Now I smooth it out with my hands. And I add a handle.
It's a cup. Now we have 2 cups.
Yes, but a tea set needs more than 2 cups.
We'll all make cups. Yes. Dinosaur. George has made a dinosaur. George always makes dinosaurs.
Oh, what a scary dinosaur. Now we need to bake the tea set in a kiln.
A kiln is an oven that cooks the clay and makes it hard.
The tea set should be ready.
Hooray!
Now we paint them.
The children are painting the tea set. Lovely, bright colours. The tea set is finished.
Now we can have our tea party. There's a cup for everyone. Oh, we forgot to make a teapot. I know. George's dinosaur can be the teapot.
Yes, let's fill it with water.
This is the best tea set in the world.
Everybody knows that all the finest tea sets have a dinosaur in them.
Teapot! Grampy Rabbit's Lighthouse.
Peppa, George and Danny are having a day out on Grandad Dog's boat.
Can we go to Pirates Island today?
Yes, Danny. But first, we've got to deliver supplies to my friend, Grampy Rabbit.
Where does Grampy Rabbit live?
On a rock.
On a rock?
Yes, in that lighthouse.
Ooh.
Ahoy there, matey! I brought your supplies.
Oh, thank you, Grandad Dog.
I've got my crew with me today. Danny, Peppa and George.
Visitors? I haven't had visitors in many a moon. I get a bit lonely with just the sea and sky for company.
How long have you been here?
Since Tuesday.
Oh.
I've got tales to tell, if you'd like to hear.
No, thanks.
Yes, please.
Well, there's the sea and the sky, and I'm learning the banjo. Would you like to hear a song?
No, thanks.
Yes, please.
I got up this morning. The sea was still there. So was the sky. The sea, the sky, the sea, the sky.
Here's your cheese.
Oh, I've missed cheese.
And a new book.
How to run a lighthouse. Oh, that'll come in handy.
Why is your house called a lighthouse?
I'll show you, Peppa.
The staircase goes round and round to the very top of the lighthouse.
Round and round and round.
It's called a lighthouse because it has this big light at the top.
Wow!
It shines through the dark, helping sailors to find their way.
Ooh.
And when it's foggy, I use this foghorn. Fog!
That's loud.
No fog today, just sea and sky. The stories I could tell...
No, thank you. We've got to go.
We're sailing to Pirate Island. Goodbye, Grampy Rabbit.
Enjoy the sea and the sky!
We will.
Grandad Dog's boat has arrived at Pirate Island.
Look, our sandcastle is still here. Let's play hide and seek.
OK. 1, 2...
There are not many places to hide on Pirate Island.
5. Ready or not, here I come! Found you!
Oh.
Now, where's George?
Grandad Dog cannot find George anywhere.
I give up. Where is he?
Boo!
George was hiding behind Grandad Dog.
Clever George. Let's set off home before it gets dark.
Oh, it is getting dark.
Don't worry. The light from Grampy Rabbit's lighthouse will show us the way home.
Grampy Rabbit is ready for bed.
My new book, How to Run a Lighthouse. Chapter 1. I'll read the rest tomorrow. Better turn the light out.
Oh, where did the light go?
Do you know what time it is? I've just turned the lights out.
Yes, we know. Could you turn the big light on again?
Oh, sorry!
Hooray!
It is getting foggy.
I can't see the light anymore.
It's us again. Could you sound the foghorn?
Of course. Fog!
I can hear something.
Grampy Rabbit is guiding them home. His voice is a foghorn.
This way home!
The parents are here to pick up the children.
Have you had a lovely time?
We went to Pirate Island and to a lighthouse.
Grampy Rabbit's lighthouse guided us home safely.
That's nice.
Grampy Rabbit sang a song. Would you like to hear it?
No thanks.
Yes, please.
Miss Rabbit's helicopter.
Peppa and her family have come to the summer fete.
Look! A display of rescue vehicles.
Grandad Dog is showing his pickup truck.
This is the sound my pickup truck makes.
Mummy Sheep is showing the fire engine.
This is the sound the fire engine makes.
And Miss Rabbit is showing her rescue helicopter.
This is the sound my helicopter makes.
Helicopter reversing. Helicopter reversing.
Ooh.
Would you like to go for a ride?
Yes, please.
OK, hop in.
Oh dear, there's no room for me. Never mind, I'll watch from the ground.
Daddy Pig doesn't like heights.
Whee! We're going up in the air.
Yes, it can go straight up. It can go straight down.
Whee!
It can even loop the loop.
Whoa! Poor Daddy, he's missing all the fun.
Yes, poor Daddy.
One ice cream, please. That's nice.
Maybe we should land now.
Emergency! Emergency! Calling rescue helicopter.
I'm on my way. You're in luck. We've got a job to do.
Mr. Bull is digging up the road.
Moo! Hello, Miss Rabbit! I've got a big metal pipe that needs lifting.
OK, Mr. Bull.
How can you lift that big pipe?
With my big magnet.
Hooray! What are you going to do with the pipe?
I'm not really sure. I know. I'll put it down here where someone can easily find it. Now I can give you a lift home.
But what about Daddy?
Hello.
Daddy Pig, can you make your own way home? Miss Rabbit is giving us a lift.
OK.
Daddy! We went up and down and round and round.
Oh, I'm really sad to have missed that. See you back at home. Who put that pipe there? I know. I'll take a shortcut. It's a bit muddy. Come on, car. Daddy Pig needs to get home.
Daddy Pig is stuck.
I'll ring for Grandad Dog's pickup truck.
Hello! Breakdown recovery!
I'm stuck in the mud. Can you come and rescue me, please?
Sorry, Daddy Pig. I'm moving a big metal pipe that some maniac has left in the road. I'll pass you on to the next rescue service.
Hello, fire service.
I'm stuck in the mud. Can you rescue me, please?
Sorry, Daddy Pig. I'm rescuing a tortoise that's stuck up a tree.
Calm down, Tiddles. I don't know why you like climbing trees. You're a tortoise.
Meh. Don't worry, Daddy Pig. I'll pass you on to the highest rescue service in the land.
What's that noise? Whoa! I'm flying!
Miss Rabbit's helicopter has rescued Daddy Pig.
Hooray! Lucky Daddy gets a helicopter ride after all.
Shall we show him what my helicopter can do?
Yes!
It can go straight up.
Whoa!
It can go straight down.
Whoa!
It can even loop the loop.
Everyone likes going up and down and round in Miss Rabbit's helicopter.
Whistling.
It is a lovely sunny morning and Daddy Pig is reading his newspaper.
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm reading the newspaper.
You're making a funny sound.
I'm whistling.
Oh,
Whistling is fun. You should try it.
I don't know how to.
It's easy. Just put your lips together and blow. Try making a smaller O shape. Oh, like this. And then you can whistle a tune.
I've got the wrong kind of mouth.
Your mouth is fine. You just need to practice.
It's impossible.
It takes time to learn how to do important things, like riding a bicycle or playing the piano. It took me years to learn how to wiggle my ears.
Wow!
Mummy Pig is in the kitchen making cookies.
What are you doing, Peppa?
I'm learning to whistle.
Oh, I see.
Mummy, can you whistle?
I don't know. I've never tried.
It takes a lot of practice.
Oh, yes!
Mummy Pig can whistle.
You can whistle because you are old, Mummy.
Thank you, Peppa.
George is in the bedroom playing with his toy rocket.
George, I'm learning to whistle. You make an O shape with your mouth and blow. Don't worry, George. It's almost impossible, like wiggling your ears.
George can wiggle his ears.
Whistling is harder.
George can whistle.
Oh.
What's wrong, Peppa?
I can't whistle, but everybody else can.
Never mind. I'm making cookies. Would you like to lick the spoon?
No, thank you, Mummy. Can I ring Susie Sheep instead?
OK, Peppa.
Hello, Mrs. Pig.
Hello, Mrs. Sheep. Can Peppa talk to Susie, please?
Hello, Susie.
Hello, Peppa. What are you doing?
I'm learning to whistle, but I can't do it yet.
That sounds hard.
It's impossible. Can you whistle, Susie?
No.
Oh, good. I mean, that's sad if you can't whistle, but good because I can't whistle.
What's whistling anyway?
You put your lips together and blow.
Like this. Hello, Peppa?
The cookies are ready.
Oh, goody! Cookies!
They'll be hot. You should blow on them first. Do you not want a cookie, Peppa?
No, thank you, Mummy. I think I might go outside and be on my own for a little bit.
Can you whistle yet?
It's no use, Daddy. I'm never going to whistle. Ever.
Have you been practicing?
Yes, lots, but it doesn't work.
You need a little rest, Peppa. Here, have a cookie. It's hot. You should blow.
Oh, what's that?
It sounded like a whistle to me.
What a lovely tune.
Peppa has learned how to whistle.
I can whistle. Hospital.
It is playtime at school. Peppa and her friends are running around having fun.
Ow! That hurts.
Are you all right, Peppa?
I've hurt my knee.
Madam Gazelle, Peppa has fallen over.
You've just grazed your knee, Peppa.
First, Madame Gazelle cleans Peppa's knee. Then she puts a plaster on it.
Does that feel any better?
Yes, thank you.
Now, children, you may have noticed that Pedro Pony isn't here today.
Is he late again?
No, Susie. Pedro is in hospital.
Ooh.
And today we are going to visit him.
This is the hospital. Peppa and her friends have come to visit Pedro Pony.
Remember, children, stay close to me. I don't want you getting lost.
Yes, Madam Gazelle.
Excuse me, Mr. Bull. Which way is the children's ward?
Down the steps, double doors, right, left, right, along the corridor, up the stairs, third on your left.
Ah.
Or you could just take the lift. Children's ward.
Pedro will be asleep. Sick people do a lot of sleeping. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Pedro.
Why aren't you asleep? You don't look sick.
I broke my leg and they put it in this plaster cast. Wow.
The plaster cast helps Pedro's leg get better.
I grazed my knee and I got a plaster too. Wow. Do you want to draw on my plaster cast? Yes, please.
The children are all doing drawings on Pedro's plaster cast.
I'm drawing a football. I've drawn some flowers.
Mr. Potato, a parrot.
And I've drawn a muddy puddle. Wow! Thanks, everyone. You can draw on my plaster too. OK, I'll draw a little flower. Thank you, Pedro. Pedro, what's it like being in hospital? It's great. What are the nurses like? They give me stickers. Wow. And they come whenever I press this button.
Who's that, I wonder?
Could it be Pedro? What do you want, Pedro? We are very busy.
I've got a bit of an itch.
Even if your leg is itching, we can't take the cast off until your leg is better.
It's not my leg that's itching, it's my ear.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Lunchtime! What would you like to eat today, Pedro?
Can I have spaghetti and sponge pudding, please? You get your dinner in bed? Yes.
That looks tasty.
Dr. Brown Bear has come to see how Pedro is doing.
How are we today, Pedro?
My ear is a bit itchy, just here.
I'd say you're almost better.
Visiting time is over.
Bye, Pedro. Bye, everyone.
Get well soon, Pedro.
Yes, Madam Gazelle.
It is another school day. Peppa and her friends are playing in the playground.
Madam Gazelle, my plaster has fallen off. Can I have another one?
You don't need a plaster, Peppa. Your knee is better.
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone.
Pedro Pony is back.
Oh, hello, Pedro.
Where's your plaster cast?
They took it off because my leg is better. Is your leg strong now? It's stronger than it was before. It's a super leg.
Can you run on it?
Watch this.
No.
Pedro likes running around having fun. Everybody likes running around having fun.
Class.
Peppa and her friends are going to the gym today.
Let's check you've all got your gym kits on.
Pedro is wearing a superhero costume.
Pedro, where is your gym kit?
It's at home. I thought it was dressing up day.
Follow me, children.
This is the gym where mummies and daddies come to exercise and enjoy themselves.
Are you all having fun?
Yes,
lots of fun. Your gym teacher for today is Grampy Rabbit.
Where is he?
Hello, children. Are you ready to exercise?
Yes, Grampy Rabbit. Do we have to do that?
No, that's only for big athletes like me. Not for little explorers like you.
We're not explorers.
I'll make explorers of you, but you look like a superhero.
It's just pretend.
Pretending, that's good. Right, let's warm up. Everyone, run on the spot. And flap your arms. Now stretch. Stretch. Wobble like a jelly. And rest. Now we're all warmed up, we can start.
Start what?
Your adventure. I want you to pretend that this room is a jungle.
It doesn't look like a jungle.
Where are the trees?
You have to imagine it. The trees, the rain, the fast-flowing river at your feet. Your first adventure is to walk on this beam across the river.
That's easy.
But it's night time and it's windy.
What?
That's how it was for me. It was a dark and stormy night. I was on an adventure. Ready?
But it's not windy or nighttime.
You have to pretend.
Everyone crosses the pretend river safely.
Hooray!
Well done, my little explorers.
What's next, Grampy Rabbit?
Your next adventure is to swing across this swamp full of crocodiles.
I can't see any crocodiles. You've got to pretend.
Let those crocodiles know who's boss.
Go away, you naughty crocodiles.
That's the spirit.
Did you ever swing across a crocodile swamp?
Of course I did.
Were you scared?
Not as scared as they were of me. Ready? Don't forget to do the call.
Everyone has crossed the pretend crocodile swamp safely.
Well done.
What's our next adventure?
This is a vault. Big athletes jump over it like this. But you can pretend it's a dinosaur and crawl through its legs.
Have you crawled through a dinosaur's legs, Grampy Rabbit?
Oh, yes. Once I was walking in the jungle when I stumbled into a lost world of dinosaurs. And that's it! You've made it out of the jungle!
Hooray!
Aho, did you have a good gym class, children?
Yes, Madam Gazelle.
They're real little explorers now.
We walked across a river. And we swung over crocodiles.
And we crawled under a dinosaur. I love doing gym class with Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit's boatyard.
Peppa, George and Granny Pig are going out for a day on Grandpa Pig's boat.
Ahoy there, Peppa and George.
We're ready to go sailing.
I'll move the boat a bit nearer.
Careful you don't hit that big stick, Grandpa.
That's a mooring post. I won't hit it. Oh.
Grandpa, there's a big hole in your boat.
It's just a scratch.
Ooh, Grandpa's boat is sinking.
Quick, Grandpa Pig, jump off.
A captain never leaves his sinking ship.
Grandpa Pig's boat has sunk to the bottom of the river. It is Grandad Dog.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig! Lovely day for a sail.
Yes. Ahoy there.
I'm taking my boat to the boatyard today. Going to get a few repairs done.
Would you mind taking my boat to the boatyard too, please?
Of course. Where is your boat?
I'm standing on it.
Oh, has it sunk?
Well, a little bit.
I'm surprised your boat didn't sink a long time ago.
What? It's a better boat than that rust bucket of yours.
Grandad Dog and Grandpa Pig are very best friends.
Catch this, Captain!
Aye, aye, Skipper.
Grandad Dog's truck has lifted Grandpa Pig's boat out of the water.
Wow.
Next stop, the boatyard.
What's a boatyard?
A boatyard, Peppa, is where broken boats get mended.
This is Grampy Rabbit's boatyard.
Ahoy there, me hearties!
Ahoy there, Grampy Rabbit.
Ooh, who did that to your boat, Grandpa Pig?
Someone drove it into a mooring post.
It went crash and made a big hole there.
You should never let other people steer your boat, Grandpa Pig.
Yes. Can you mend it?
Of course. I just need to size up the damage.
Grampy Rabbit is measuring the hole in Grandpa Pig's boat.
Now I need to find something to patch it up.
It must be good to know how to mend a boat.
Oh, it takes years to learn how to mend a boat.
How long have you been mending boats?
Years.
Grampy Rabbit has collected lots of scrap metal to mend boats with.
Now this is a gold mine.
It's a pile of rubbish.
But you can make things from piles of rubbish.
Like what?
Like submarines.
Wow.
Grampy Rabbit has made a submarine out of rubbish.
Does it actually work?
Watch this. It fills up with water, so it's very good at going down, but not so good at coming back up. Now this is what I've been looking for.
It's a washing machine.
It's the fix for Grandpa Pig's boat, is what it is.
You're going to mend my boat with a bit of washing machine?
Yes. That's as good as new!
Hooray!
Now we test it. Prepare for launch!
Aye, aye!
Amazing! It floats!
You sound surprised.
Yes, usually they sink on the first go.
Now we can go for our day on the river.
What a splendid idea! This is the life out on a boat with just the sea and the sky. I know a song about the sea and the sky. Do you want to hear it?
No, thank you.
Yes, please.
I got up this morning. The sea was still there. So was the sky.
It's Rabbit's day off.
Peppa, George and Susie Sheep have had a sleepover at Rebecca Rabbit's house.
It's fun having carrots for breakfast, Mummy Rabbit.
Yes, we always have carrots for breakfast.
I could eat carrots all day, but I'd better go to work. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye. Mummy Rabbit, why don't you work?
I do work, Susie. Who do you think looks after these two little bunnies?
You do, Mummy.
And you can help me by tidying up your toys, please, before someone trips over them. That'll be my sister. Hello.
Hello, Miss Rabbit. Auntie.
I can't stop long. I've got lots of work to do today. I've got the supermarket checkout, the ice cream stall, and the bus to drive. See you later then, sister. Bye, sister. Whoops, wow!
Miss Rabbit has tripped over one of Richard's toys.
Oh, my ankle. I can still hop to work. No, you stay here and get better. But I've got so much work to do. I'll do your work for you. Which job is first? The supermarket. OK, Rebecca, look after your auntie.
Yes, Mummy.
Mummy Rabbit has arrived at the supermarket.
Thank goodness you're here, Miss Rabbit.
Miss Rabbit is ill. I'll be doing her job today.
Are you not Miss Rabbit?
No, I'm her sister, Mummy Rabbit. Is this where I sit?
Yes. Have you ever worked a checkout before?
No.
How much is this?
Oh, I don't know.
I've got a voucher.
Do you take book tokens?
Can I pay with a card?
Susie Sheep is dressed up in her nurse's costume.
Don't worry, I'm only a pretend nurse. Stick your tongue out and say, ah.
Ah.
Rebecca Rabbit's house. Who's speaking, please?
It's Mummy Rabbit. Is everything OK?
Yes.
Good, because this job is going to take me all day.
What about Miss Rabbit's other jobs?
We'll need more help.
Miss Rabbit's ice cream stall.
Daddy, why are you buying an ice cream?
Oh, Peppa, I was on the way to the gym when I thought an ice cream would be nice.
Miss Rabbit is ill. You've got to sell the ice cream today.
Oh, I'm an expert at ice cream.
Can I have a cherry ice cream?
Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, banana.
With pistachio and strawberry, please.
Strawberry. Oh, it's melted. How about ice cream soup instead?
Grandad Dog's breakdown service.
Miss Rabbit is ill. Can you drive a bus today?
Of course, Peppa. All aboard!
Mummy Sheep's car has broken down.
Grandad Dog's breakdown service.
Can you rescue me, please?
I'll be straight there. We would like to apologise for any inconvenience this may cause to your journey.
Driving a bus is quite hard. Selling ice cream is quite hard. Running a supermarket checkout is quite hard.
I'm feeling better. Can I get up now?
No, you must lie very still. But please keep breathing.
Are you feeling any better, Miss Rabbit?
It's not easy doing all your jobs. It's not easy looking after your little bunnies. You will be back to work tomorrow, won't you? Yes. And you'll be back at home, won't you? Yes.
Paper aeroplanes.
Daddy Pig is getting ready to go to work.
Good. That's all the papers I need. Bye.
Bye-bye, Daddy. Mummy, can we make something?
Yes. What would you like to make?
Dinosaur. Oh, George, you always say dinosaur for everything.
Let's make an aeroplane.
George likes aeroplanes.
Can we make an aeroplane that flies?
Yes. All we need is some paper.
We know where there's paper.
There is lots of old paper in the workroom.
Here's some paper.
Perfect.
Mummy Pig is going to make a paper aeroplane.
Fold the paper down the middle. Now fold the corners in at one end. Fold those corners in again to make a point. Then fold the sides back like this.
Paper aeroplanes.
Let's see if they can fly. Ready, steady, go!
Ooh.
Mummy Pig's aeroplane has flown into a tree.
My turn. Whee!
Peppa's aeroplane has landed in a flower pot.
Your turn, George. Whee!
George's aeroplane is doing a loop-the-loop and has landed in the duck pond.
Let's make a big aeroplane.
We'll need a really big piece of paper.
Here's a big piece of blue paper.
Peppa and George have made a big blue aeroplane.
Daddy Pig!
Hello, everyone.
Shouldn't you be at work?
Yes, but I've forgotten some important papers.
Daddy, we're making aeroplanes. We made a really big one.
Wow! Fantastic! You need someone big and strong to throw it. Ready, steady, go!
The big blue aeroplane is flying very high and very far.
It just keeps on going.
Bye-bye, aeroplane.
Ho, ho, bye-bye. Now, I need to find my important work papers. Has anyone seen any pieces of paper?
Maybe you should follow me. Is this one of your important papers?
Yes, that's one of them.
Is this one of your important papers, Daddy?
Yes. Thank you, Peppa. Why are we at the duck pond? Oh, I see. Thank you, Mrs. Duck. The only paper I'm missing now is a big blueprint.
Is it big and blue?
Like the aeroplane you flew a long way away, Daddy.
Oh,
The one that we said bye-bye to.
yes. Maybe I should ring the office.
This is Daddy Pig's office. Hello, Daddy Pig. Did you find the papers?
I found some of them.
The only one we need is the big blueprint.
That might be a problem.
Daddy threw it away.
Threw it away?
And it flew and flew forever.
Ah! It's here! It just landed on my desk.
Eh?
What a great idea to make it into a paper aeroplane and throw it to us.
Oh, yes. Well, I am a bit of an expert at throwing things.
Thank you, Daddy Pig. Now the blueprint is delivered, Daddy Pig can take the rest of the day off work.
That's nice.
Daddy, we need your newspaper.
What for?
Making paper aeroplanes. The biggest muddy puddle in the world.
It is bedtime for Peppa and George.
There's so much rain.
That means there will be puddles to jump in tomorrow.
Oh, goody.
You can never have too much rain.
It is morning.
Hooray! Muddy puddles! Oh, hello, Mrs. Duck. What are you doing here? Wow!
The rain has made a flood.
Our house is a desert island.
Muddy puddles, here I come. Whee! Oh! Who put all this water here?
How will we get our food?
Daddy will have to swim to the shops.
Grandpa Pig has arrived on his boat.
Ahoy there! Wonderful boating weather.
Yes.
We're sailing to the shops. Do you need anything?
Yes, please. Can you get us some tomatoes and spaghetti?
Tomatoes and spaghetti?
Polly Parrot copies everything that is said.
Polly can be our shopping list. Who's a clever parrot?
Who's a clever parrot?
Can we come too, please?
Hop aboard.
Look, there's Susie Sheep's house.
We're going to the shops. Do you need anything?
Mummy, do we need anything from the shops?
Yes, we need food for dinner.
Chocolate, please.
Chocolate.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Peppa. I'm helping my granddad.
We're rescuing people!
Great weather for it.
Do you need anything from the shops?
Maybe a newspaper.
And a comic?
Newspaper? Comic?
Grandpa, what's that stick thing in the water?
Ah! Submarine! Action stations!
Ahoy there, me hearties!
It's Grampy Rabbit in his submarine.
Lovely day to go sailing, with just the sea and the sky, the stories I could tell.
Do you need any shopping?
Oh, yes. Cheese, please.
Cheese?
Grandpa Pig's boat has arrived at the supermarket.
Hello. It's very quiet today. You're my first customers.
Maybe it's because of the flood.
Silly, isn't it? A little bit of rain and everyone stays at home. What can I get you?
Polly has a list.
Who's a clever parrot? Who's a clever parrot?
Oh dear. Polly has forgotten the list.
Luckily, I remember what everyone wants. Cheese!
Thank you, Pepper. You're a good un.
Newspaper and comic.
Thanks, Peppa!
It was lucky Peppa was going to the shops, or we'd have nothing for dinner.
Here's your chocolates.
Now we can have our dinner, Mummy.
Peppa and George have arrived back home. It is their bedtime. It is morning.
Oh.
The water has gone, but left a big muddy puddle.
Muddy puddle! This is the biggest muddy